What's up, collective? Welcome back to the channel. Let's get into another reading. Someone could be going to jail. This is at the top here. Okay. Someone could be faithful. Chinese in reverse. Let's see what else comes out. Someone's not Chinese, or somebody who is Chinese could be in reverse for some people. Someone was cursed as a child, an athlete maybe. 32 or 23 could be significant. Celebrity is watching you in reverse. Okay. Maybe they're not watching, or they were, or something happened. Okay, somebody's attracting abundance because they can be themselves. All right. Somebody could be seeing that energy because they are unable to do that. Somebody's a narcissist. They want an interview. Okay. Earth sign. Somebody, a new lease. Okay. Somebody's looking for a new place. A boat or a yacht could be significant this week. Someone. CT or P, somebody's first, middle, or last name. There's somebody could be, I have a loss for words here. And this came back out. So that's pretty. I just saw fire in this deck. We have a couple of spilled cards on the floor. Called police yesterday. Car accident. He wants a long-term relationship. Bearded man. Principal in reverse. I could start a fire with the love I have for you in reverse. So this person that wants a long-term relationship, I don't trust this. Could be a bearded man that's upright, but I'm picking up a bearded man that's stalking. You might have had to call the police on this person, or some kind of car accident could have happened to someone. That's what's here. I just left them on the floor as they were. And my cat is staring profusely at the table because it's probably somebody spying on that. Trying to use his eyes. Okay, somebody's saying don't stop doing something. Could be in reverse. Somebody wants somebody to stop. You don't want to date someone here. Karmic siblings are fighting someone. Maybe a restraining order is in reverse, or somebody needs to reverse it, but the spirit team is on deck. Okay, somebody hired a photographer, or somebody could be a photographer or a teacher. This reading is starting off a little hectic. Let me get one card out of here, and then somebody has nothing to say to someone. Okay, fire it back out again. Okay, so, and then we have phone sex. So that could be all somebody is interested in, some kind of spiritual nonsense. That is just not what it's nonsense, because it's not anything good. Okay, somebody could be going to jail and trying to. There could be somebody trying to use someone to sacrifice the collective in some way. Okay, this is an obsessed person. Okay, this is why they can't. Somebody's looking to sacrifice someone, but they can't get someone to commit a crime because we're not criminals. They're looking for people who are not criminals to commit crime. These things are insane. They've completely lost their mind, and the spirit team card never comes out. But it looks like ancestors might have to have call in reinforcement and angels, because these things just, they're out of control. They're out of control. They're about to be under control. I really feel like somebody's about to be under control here. Because see, I can't make it up. Something is peeling back here. Something could be peeling. Okay. So someone is going to have to face time here. FaceTime could be significant. We have Scorpio, Cancer could be significant. Someone is not thinking about this person. Right over the blank card. Okay, someone's not thinking about them and they can't stop thinking about them, but it's because they want to sacrifice someone. Okay, some siblings could be fighting. This is a general reading for all signs. This is a timeless reading. So these things could have taken place in the past or be happening now or could happen in the future. Okay, only take what resonates and what's confirmation for you. Let's get into this reading. Thank you for clicking on the video. Again, concern and thoughts in reverse. Go to court. That's it. I mean, this is going to keep coming out. You know, they can keep sending the itching to the face and all of this nonsense that they're doing. They can keep doing this all they want. It's not going to change anything. It's like somebody keeps sitting around doing spell work all day, and then they want to stalk you and see, oh, my spell work is not going to work. So stop stalking the collective energy. Stop, you know, this again. What don't you understand? It's just time it's time. These things have done things and they don't want to serve time for it. How dare you commit crime against people's family and friends and not want to serve time? These things don't have any remorse. They want to keep hiding and getting away with things, and some of them want to keep it too. Some of them don't want to stop doing this. And God sees you, all of you. So I wouldn't go on a date with any of these people. There's opposites here. Somebody can't get you off their mind, and somebody just doesn't care. Somebody's saying just go to jail already. I can't make it up here. We have Pisces, Gemini. Anybody could be Pisces, Gemini, Scorpio, or Cancer. We have 333 here. Someone is not in despair. Okay. And this person here, again, it's... wow. Thoughts in reverse, concern in reverse, and message of concern in reverse. Because nobody cares about what's happening to these people. They're not getting any money. There's nobody who's... because, and it's not that nobody cares because they're being mean. It's because they're evil. They're harming people, and now they want consideration. Now they want to be considered innocent, or they're trying to... some of these people are going as far as, you know, paying people to keep harming whoever knows about what they did. Things like this will get them dig a deeper hole in themselves. So that's basically what this person is doing. We're not in despair. Okay. We don't want to date this person. Taurus could be significant. Virgo could be, anybody could be that. Okay. Those signs. Now there could be somebody that can't get you off of their mind, but I honestly think it's someone who's obsessed with your freedom and the fact that you're not a criminal, and they want your life. That's basically what these things do. They go around and they seek lives. They seek to take from people. And that's it. That's what they're doing. All right, let's get another deck. All right, so let's go in a little deeper here. See why no one is concerned. I mean, we have a good idea why nobody's concerned. These people just need to serve time. E could be in reverse and it could be hidden. Okay, and E could be in reverse. Government. Oh my goodness. Okay, confirmation. Confirmation. Let's pull some cards on that. What happened to E? What happened? All right. Somebody's in jail. Wow, these are a lot of cards about prison, court. Please like this video because they're going to... yeah. happened to E? Why is this person in jail? You see, somebody, yeah, okay, so somebody could be going to jail for what they did to this E person, or this E person could be in jail, and they're shopping for somebody or something. Give me more on this E in reverse. They won't get out the energy. Somebody won't. This could be different people. Somebody cannot travel. They're home. They could be at home shopping for something. They could be under some sort of house arrest maybe, or not. But they can't travel. They're doing something at nail salons. And based on, my experience at the nail salon, if you're new to this channel, there's definitely some strange things going on at the nail salon. My most recent experience were zombies. They were zombies at the nail salon. Yeah, I was getting my nails done. I always have to go to a different place because it seems like these people keep following me, and what they want to do is put spirits in the acrylic. They keep trying to deposit spirits in the acrylic to stay on my body, so it's underneath the polish, and I'm I have to keep going to different places because once they're following me so much that when I go to one nail salon, what they start doing is working on the people that do my nails. Like, I was able to go to one nail salon for a while, and then the woman just started acting really, I just had to stop going because she was doing some weird stuff, and I knew it was the spirits doing stuff, okay? And so something could be going on. They could be involved in something like this. Another thing is when you get pedicures, you could be soaking your feet in water. Some people get pedicures, they get a dry pedicure, some people get a regular pedicure. But when you get a regular pedicure, your feet are soaking in water, and what they want to do is have spirits in the water. Okay, these things, I don't mean to startle anybody, but this is why prayer is so important. Okay, they're trying to get away with something, and they're trying to do it at places where nobody would maybe suspect. But I have a feeling that this shit is exposed because somebody can't travel. Someone sings or maybe is a performer or uses a microphone. They want something with a couple here. Some sort of injection could have happened to this person so that someone is not sad and crying. So a demon could be attached to this person. It's my devil card, so that they don't go to jail, so somebody doesn't go to jail. But I feel like this is finished. Well, this is in the past here. Okay, the spiders are not working. Somebody's using spiders in the home, webs, to communicate, like mirrors. I would compare the web to something like a mirror. It's just another form of communication, or pictures, and this is just talking about this is very overwhelming. I'm trying not to go into it too much, but I'm out of breath because I had to pause the video. I just ran up and down the stairs. But collective, long story short, and again, if you watch the channel, you know, it's just like a broken record here. It's not working anymore. This right here is, it almost, I'm trying to say this in a way where it's just not, it's just, you know, there seems to be some sort of, I'm picking up, okay, I'm channeling some sort of anxiety about it. And what I see is that someone doesn't, this could have something, the jail could have something to do with that. Now, I've never been to jail and I don't plan on going, but I don't know if it's required or something. Again, I don't want to get into too much medical jargon, but it could have something to do with that. And this person could worship the devil. Okay, somebody who's in a public eye. You could be in a public eye and sing, or you could sing and not be in a public eye and not worship the devil. But somebody uses a microphone in some way, shape, or form. And there's some kind of connection with a couple, and they could be sacrificing. This came out yesterday, and of course other readings, but they could be sacrificing couples to stay out of jail. And they're using spiders and some sort of, okay, when I touch the card, and I just seen a fly, okay? So there's spine in here, and when I saw the fly, it's almost like I got this, and I touched the card at the same time. What they're doing is, this can represent any type of medicine, okay, is what I'm picking up. I'm trying to really be, and look what I have here. Look, I can't even make it up. Look at this right here. Okay, so something's going on with medicine, or, okay, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not a doctor, and I'm not giving medical advice, but something is going on with medicine. And what I see here is that someone here did something to someone's medicine using spirits or demons, because they couldn't do something with the spider at home or in the car, okay? A name that starts with J could be significant. Now, someone could be doing this and afraid that, just like with the water, right? So if you're doing something bad to people's water because you have some very bad intention for this person, we have picked up here in the readings that they're afraid to drink water because it's called karma. So I'm picking up something similar going on with the medicine, because anything that we ingest, these things want to attach spirits to them to cause some sort of harm. Like I said, with the nail polish. So what I'm seeing here is a display, or maybe a microphone. Maybe somebody's doing it to a microphone. Okay, like that's what I see. What I see is, I feel like we're being shown where these people are doing this act when the spiders are not working. There's even a card in here that says brainwashing, and there's spider webs all over the card. So some people know about this. This spider web thing is nothing new. Another thing these things do is, and this is by my personal experience, okay? You could resonate with this, is putting lines on the body. And I personally feel that they're putting a spirit, they're binding a spirit to it. And it's like hiding the spirit on the body, because it's a line on your body somewhere. It could be somewhere on your body. And it's a way to hide us, because when you see a line on your body, you see, when this first started happening to me, I didn't put two and two together. Like, I didn't think, but then it started, I don't know how I came to this conclusion or hypothesis, but I said to myself, they're putting something, that's why they keep, because when I break the spell, it goes away. And then somebody keeps putting it back. So I said there's a reason why they're doing this, because they want me to believe, one, that I have these lines on my body, and two, there's something attached to it that they're trying to track or trace or curse. Okay, it's like they use these spirits as bodies to do harm. It's nothing good. So they could want someone to have, maybe a sexier something as well. They want someone to be like this, but nobody is concerned. Again, the inverted cross is back out underneath the devil card. So somebody wants the collective to get into this lifestyle. Excuse me. Confirmation, somebody left. Energy. They need to leave. And what they're doing is using different techniques to do that. Medicine, nails, or if you get your nails and there's acrylic, okay? And what they're doing is trying to attach spirits to it. One thing that you can do, you don't have to do this. I pray when I go to the nail salon. I am praying, I'm meditating, and I'm praying when I go to the nail salon, because I have to protect myself, because I know. Now, back to the zombie thing. That's what I was saying. The zombie thing now, this was really striking. It was 3 of them. The guy that was doing my nails wasn't the zombie so much, but then 3 other zombies were just standing there and collected. They were staring at my hands all at the same time. Two were on my right and 1 was on the left. And I just kept saying to myself, do these people have nothing else to do? They all were just, it was like they weren't even blinking or something. So I knew that there were spirits that enter into these people and use their body to do this. Spirit monitoring is very serious. I've shared a bookstore story. This was a while ago, when they approached me at the bookstore and they're possessed. Okay. And they're trying to hand me something or have some kind of contact with me, because they're just spirits trying to sacrifice people. And what they do is they enter into people quickly to do what they want to do through that person, because they can't get next to you. For some of us, we may not be seeing a person anymore that this spirit had some sort of attachment with and could get close to us on a regular basis. So now they have to go to extremes and start being in people. Some of them try to, I'm always praying for my child, because they will use your own children, siblings, anybody, to try to sacrifice something that's coming for you. Maybe even life for some of these people. And that's why the prison, I have 1, 2, 3, two prison cards. They're going to prison. I think they're going to prison. Whoever this is, it is very strong. And court. Now this came out in reverse, because what this is showing is that this is how they were staying out. But this is finished. It's finished. Justice is really needed, and I feel very confident there's a lot of people that are going to get justice. They are. Someone's not going to be crying anymore. This could really, for some people, destroy somebody's life or make somebody's life very different from what it was, because they don't stop. These things don't just stop. This has been going on with me for a while, and a lot of people for a long time. So what I see here also is someone who is scared to go to the, they're scared to go to the salon. They could be scared to go shopping, because again, they do the spiritual, okay, contamination on the clothes. Okay, they doing it to the medicine. Okay, they could be doing it to people in prison as well. Like I said in another reading, if somebody's getting out of jail, this person is a target for people who commit these kind of spiritual crimes and don't want to go into jail. They want that person's freedom. So they might try to, you know, playing devil's advocate here, they might try to make that person do something bad so they can lose that freedom. But something is just not working anymore. It's not working anymore. Somebody is going to be asked, okay, and they might have to make a decision. They might have to make a decision. And they're scared because of what they've done. I hope that makes sense. I just explaining this is so weird, and I didn't expect these cards to come out. NG, okay, to jail could be significant. Confirmation. Somebody really needs to stop delving with the devil. That's why it's happening. NG could be a name or it could be an initial. GN could be significant as well. Let me one more card out of here. Mature woman, official person in reverse. Why is this mature woman here? This mature woman has been... She's the first card in this deck that I'm wondering, is this person lying? This is a newbie here. Something ended in this person's relationship. It wasn't over bad health. They were close to somebody, maybe the devil here, or something. This person could have been in prison that they were in a relationship with. Or maybe feeling trapped or something in a relationship, somebody. But they didn't have bad health when they were close to something. But now there's no pathway out of something. And there's a man in reverse. Another man in reverse. And there's messages out about it. There it goes. Someone's hiding this sacrifice. They're hiding it real deep too. But there's messages going out because somebody's not in poverty. So this mature woman could be doing something with this main female and they look upright. But we have official person in reverse. They're attached to this official person in reverse. Somebody who's not official, not good, not upright. So somebody's wearing a mask. And I can see it too. I can see it. And there's this other younger female that's doing something with them. They need a change or to move or something. And they needed a sacrifice. It could be two males in reverse. They could be doing something for this official person in reverse. Somebody who's not official. They could have sacrificed a relationship, or a couple could be in reverse. They didn't have bad health. So they had to sacrifice these people. But there's a message here and no pathway to get out of this situation. Give me something on this message. What's going on with this message? We have Cancer, Leo, Aquarius, Virgo, Pisces, Libra, Capricorn. Any of these placements could be significant. More on this message. The devil and the fall of a civilization, some sort of greed, indulgence, dark magic, curses, possession. So somebody's getting some kind of message from the devil or spirits, spiritual messages, spiritual contact. This person could be possessed. They need an exorcism maybe. Somebody's doing something corrupt and ignorant. They're having some sort of fall of civilization. Okay, because of some kind of teachings they got here from somebody. not working out for them. So this is bad. They're doing things to these very nice hermit-like people that are peaceful. They want to attach demons to them, like I've been saying, so that they can martyr them. And they don't want this rise of civilization to happen. These things want a fall of civilization to happen. They want this to be bad. They want something bad to happen. Again, when you worship the devil, it must always be in the reverse and bad. Just like when you don't worship the devil, you want good things. So they're constantly sacrificing people who are not in poverty and who are in good health. But the message is here. Because we have a savior or a hero here. A caretaker, somebody who cares, a philanthropist. A dove could be significant. Somebody saintly is here. Okay, and they want to sacrifice this person. Which is why they're probably stalking their medicine or stalking them at the salon or something. Because they're crazy. They're cursed. This is insane what these people are doing, collective. Two of Wands, and we have going. So somebody's going somewhere. Maybe somebody with fire placements. We have 2 and 3 of Wands here. Somebody wants to go overseas. They want to travel somewhere. Moon card in reverse. Flying out. It's pretty much a wrap for these people. These things here. Ancestor flipped out like... with the Magician here. We have the collective. We have Gemini, Pisces. Okay, we have Earth. This young, innovative energy. And we have Lover's card in reverse and Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So we have more corruption, indulgence, and lack. Next to the Lover's card in reverse. Someone wants to have intercourse with this energy. Our ancestors, spiritually, they do this. They have nothing else to give, so they give their body. I don't know. There's probably ancestors who do this, but I wouldn't put them in a category of to each its. I'm not judging them. I don't know. Some people get tricked too. I don't get too much into that, but it does happen. It's come out in the readings before. It's not anything crazy. But we have someone who's tapping in here, working together with God and having good fortune. This person's not a narcissist, and narcissist came out. And they're between these two energies, the truth is coming out. Because they're doing something they're trying to corrupt and make these young individuals greedy and indulgent to carry on this agenda. Because they have lack, and they're using sex with the Lover's card in reverse to sacrifice people while looking upright. They're plotting. They're lying. 5 of Swords and King of Swords in reverse. There's nothing that they won't do to have some sort of public reward and success. There's nothing they won't do for it. And that's why this energy is here. No one is communicating with this group. More cards about no thoughts about them or no communication. Because the collective is busy. There's a Virgo, Libra, Cancer, Leo, Aquarius that keeps trying to bind themselves to ancestors, magician energy, hardworking people or smart working people and people with choices and that have the ability to manifest these choices with no challenges. Seven of Cups next to the Magician. This person is aware of their abilities. They're spiritually intact. Oh my goodness, and the divine is here, so forget about it. These things have no chance. This Virgo Libra is a fraud. Not all Virgo Libras are frauds. This particular one is. Okay, they want somebody's new beginning and they're out of control. And they're trying to cause car accidents. Some of these, a Cancer could be doing this. Okay, again, for public recognition. That's all they care about. And success. Okay, they could want to do something to a young boy, maybe an earth sign, or a girl, a young boy or girl. Pisces, Aries is also involved in this. Okay, wanting to do this, maybe want to turn this child into a robata. Okay, they could also be doing this to a young fire sign, but they want to turn this child into a robata. It's my robata card. They want to control these individuals. Knight of Cups coming out in their true form. They're not lying today. They're trying to do something to this Virgo, Aquarius, Gemini, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Pisces energy. They want to have some kind of love with them because they're getting ready to meet up with someone wonderful to make memories with. And this Cancer, Gemini is not. Air, fire is good. Air, fire, Scorpio, Virgo. This group deserves what's coming to them. This group deserves to go to prison. And we're aware of what they did. So more Cancer that's aware and conscious and choosing happiness. They're just going to keep doing this until they could have caused your siblings to fight. Just like they're trying to cause some kind of fake witchcraft headache for me. They're trying to reverse a fire. Somebody caused the fire. Because they won't get out the energy with the nonsense, we pull. Aquarius could be significant. Somebody could have did something they need to come clean about with the Seven of Swords in reverse. They need to tell the truth. They need to rethink their approach and stop doing something every day, the same thing. This card came out yesterday. Fire came out yesterday. They did something for somebody's new beginning, maybe to a Cancer in the upright. Maybe somebody with 2 Cancer placements. Something suddenly happened. A fire. A fire. A fire sign in reverse. Could have had something to do with this. And we have Cancer, Gemini again, confirming they're involved. And this fake ass Queen of Swords that's saying they don't have anything to do with it because they're overwhelmed and burnt out and about to be in reverse. Again, more confirmation. Same cards coming out. They want somebody's balance. Someone's not overcommitted to the devil and they want to look like this person. They're mask wearers. They do wickedness and then they sacrifice people who look good, who look upright, and they take their identity. Maybe burn it in a fire too. And now they want to go somewhere. But somebody does have plans. And somebody could be crying out for help. Okay, it could be hard, whatever these plans are. But somebody's bringing help. Somebody's bringing something. Okay? And that's leaving these people out in the poverty. It's leaving them out in poverty because the collective has wish fulfillment. The collective can pray and things can manifest. Things can happen because we're not doing awful things to anyone where our wheel of fortune is in reverse and we're getting bad luck and karma. This group is doing that. And they won't stop trying to sneak around. This is serious here. A Scorpio, Sag could have had something to do with this. A Taurus, An Aquarius may have had something to do with this. A Virgo Libra could have had something to do with this. Yeah. Taurus, Gemini in reverse. They plotted on this. They planned this. Maybe to a Queen of Pentacles as well. An Earth fire sign. Okay, that was trying to stop this person, trying to block them. Okay, so that they can travel or have some sort of success. And they got clarity and some sort of breakthrough happened. And it caused new conflict. And somebody said, oh, it's time to sacrifice them. You think I can make it up? I don't even know how. Because that's what they did. That's what they did. This could be a family with the siblings here. Someone's going to get a longer sentence because children could have been in his house. That's what I'm picking up. Somebody had children. Came out yesterday. Someone is very ignorant and not very smart. They think that if they keep harassing and stalking, that it's going to change what they did. This person is really making their life worse. They're making their life worse. Every time they do it, they're making their life worse. They're scared and terrified. Some of these people may not have a very good experience in jail because of what they've done to other people. Someone is terrified of experiencing karma, but not terrified to harm people repeatedly. Any sign in reverse. Any sign could be in reverse. Blonde hair could be in reverse. Sentenced. This is not any sign. Someone is a professional. Okay. They need aid so they don't have loss. They need kindness and mercy. But they don't have any money or money saved up. They have no new beginning. This is a karmic baby here. This is an adult that wants someone to take care of them because they have some kind of expertise at something. They want somebody to take care of them so they don't have to go to jail. Someone thinks they have privilege or there's some sort of special person because of some sort of multitasking they do or something. Maybe they have some sort of talent. They could also want a couple that has a baby to offer up to them. Believe it or not, these people go this far. They don't want to have loss. They want aid. This is what they want. They don't have, they want, this person here could be forcing people to do stuff for them. They could be manipulating people here. Give me more on this manipulation. You have Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Capricorn, Leo could be significant. Aquarius could be significant. Yeah, they could want to be a third wheel on somebody's relationship because a curse would backfired on them. Aries, Libra, Capricorn could be significant. So that's basically what they want to do here. This is some sort of person that could worship water spirits or some type of deity or a demon or spirit. And they want to sacrifice the couple like the other cards looked like. They're tense. They want to, what these energies do is they find couples that are destined to be together. Okay, and they want to replace your baby. Yeah. They want you to offer up your child to them and then be a third wheel. These things have no moral. They have no morality, and they're selfish, they're greedy, and they're suffering right now. They're trying to flip their cards. They're trying to look upright. Anybody could see through this. They need to go away. Every time they do this, it's like it's worsening their situation, and they don't understand that. This person has nowhere else to go. They're not gaining shit. They can't daydream about anything. They can't manifest anything. And they're not sorry. They're having damage and sorrow and loss. They can't relax. Again, they don't remember something. They've compromised themselves too much. They want somebody else to compromise so they don't have to have a natural disaster. You're not their reliance, though. This is not someone trustworthy. You don't trust them. You have ideas. You're innovative. And this person vows in reverse. Yes, you do. Get out the energy. Said it could be significant. Or Ed. Ed said. Someone could be no longer with us. Someone's not homeless. And this person is worried. Maybe somebody thought that was going to happen to someone so they could sacrifice you too. We have Leo, Cancer, and Aquarius that could be significant. They're worried because someone is not homeless and you don't trust them. This is a sorry piece of garbage that needs to leave the collective alone, needs to get out the energy, needs to stop using witches to hurt people, needs to get a life, okay, and needs to worry about themselves and go take care of themselves. Someone has a lot of nerve to put this on the collective, okay? They feel satisfied, and it's not their first time doing something like this. It's going to be their first time going to jail, though, okay? They didn't expect this. That's right. Whatever's coming for this person, they're not going to expect it, okay? Again, I'm just the messenger. Somebody may be passing away soon, okay? An interview, they might need that. This is what I'm talking about. Get out the energy. Somebody's a con artist. Criminal record in reverse. Bullshit. Somebody can't focus on them and they keep reversing everything. Okay, something is happening this weekend. Karmic's still spying. Okay. Maybe on someone who's not going to be passing. Well, these things know when they're going to be passing away because of what they're doing. That's why they know. Because they've created premature death for people that did not have premature death coming for them. So, okay. This keeps coming out. It came out in reverse yesterday. Okay, a fat person is watching you. Cousin going to prison could be significant. It came out in reverse yesterday. Again, this interview is in reverse. They're threatening somebody. Yes, interview is in reverse. Nobody cares. Okay, they could be threatening a close loved one or you. Manipulating signs and synchronicities. Somebody knows you via your ex-lover here. Celebrity is watching you in reverse again. Okay? This could be significant. Someone could be obsessed. Spirit team. They don't have a spirit team, but they want someone's divine intervention. You don't want to move with this person or move in with them or let them move into you. Okay? Because you're not interested in dead spirits. Moon rituals. Somebody's trying to do that. Maybe to a water sign, or somebody is a water sign. They could have hired somebody to watch you and take pictures of you. Like I said, these things are crazy. Tiss. A lisp could be significant. Tiss. Tish. Something that sounds like that. Someone could be taking hard drugs. This person is lost, okay? Or maybe they're not lost when it comes to moon rituals. That's possible, but they won't heal. They can't heal by his stripes because they don't believe in Jesus. They don't know Jesus, so they have to do moon rituals to stay not lost is what I'm seeing. Cain, okay, somebody could be doing Cain and Abel rituals to break curses and spells, even though they're the one invoking it onto people. They know more about the collective than they think, okay? Maybe something concerning an accident. Somebody's still attached to the karmic and in the mood for something. A water sign in reverse, possibly, with water placements in reverse. You have nothing to say to this person. 49 or 94 with the lights on. Okay, somebody is really wants to do something. I just saw on the couch. Collective, use your discretion, okay? These things are whores, and they are desperate. Let them be desperate and have loss and go and serve their justice. Stay away from these energies because they're not good. They cannot focus on them. They're lying throughout the deck. They're manipulating cards. They can't manipulate intuition, and they're upset about that. Some of these people could be trying to contact people from your past to try to manipulate you because they can manipulate that person. Some of these things are so controlling. They try to control your relationships because they're obsessed. The devil is obsession, unable to let go and move forward with their life. This person is going to be forced by God to let go and move forward. God is intervening, divine intervention. Okay, this con artist is going to be in reverse, or they are already. Karmic still spying is going to be in reverse, or they are already. Somebody needs to tell you what they did to you or someone else. Criminal record in reverse. They're bothering someone who doesn't have a criminal record. Something is none of their business. An older loved one could be significant this weekend. Cousin going to prison. Somebody's planning something. One more card. Still attached to a karmic. This person could be in reverse. Or somebody does respect the collective and they're not attached to a karmic anymore. Something could be going on this weekend. Somebody could be planning something. Okay, be careful with this. Don't, okay, somebody could have vandalized your car. Okay, I see vandalize your car here. A brother could be on the run, and a psychiatrist could be in reverse. These things have to answer questions. They have to be held accountable for what they're doing, and I know they are going to be. I know that the collective is getting justice. A medical doctor could be significant, or Maryland. $16, $19, $91, or $61 could be significant. Any vowels? We have A, L, Al could be significant. A shed, be significant. Shed or shedding. H could be significant. Hell, hella. Joe. This looks like a O. I thought it was an O. Okay, 2 Q's are here. QQ could be significant. Or just Q. Defame. Somebody could be trying to do this to someone. Jam is here. Somebody left something. Something smells. A head. Somebody's doing something for fame. Something is dead. Lame. The same. Something is going to be a public shame and a public disgrace. Lamb could be significant. Sam. Damn. Hef. Heads. Heads. Same head. Same heads. Lame heads. Somebody has a lisp or has like excessive saliva. One moment. Someone could be deaf or hard of hearing. Jeff is here. Jeff or Jeffrey. Laugh. Jail. Leo could be significant. DDS could be significant. The dentist's office could be significant. A dentist. Something was a fail here. A sale. Sales. Fall. Them fall. Ham is here. This could be a name or something. Ham. Somebody had this in their name, these letters. It came out in reverse yesterday. Somebody could be somebody whose name is Ham or has something like, and my cat just jumped off his bed. So something could be going on with this. Someone is dead. Or Ham backwards is Ma. Somebody's Ma. You could have called somebody Ma. Mom is here. Mama could also be in reverse. Something could have happened to the dentist. Somebody was shedding something. Someone wasn't having health issues and it was the right time to do something. Someone was sad. They had loved ones watching over them in the spiritual realm here, okay? And they wouldn't go on a date with somebody because somebody wanted to go. A date is out again. Date came out in the cards. They want to go on a date with somebody and somebody doesn't want to do that. But somebody was just using them for their health. And their intuition was in reverse. They wanted to be a third wheel on their relationship, like we just said. Shun in reverse could be significant. Somebody wouldn't open up their heart. Okay. Someone could have air or earth placements. Someone was making the right decision for themselves. And they didn't want to add this third party on because somebody was masking up as someone or hiding behind another energy and trying to do a ritual on somebody. And maybe now they've passed away. Somebody's initials or name could be here, a part of a name. A fire sign in reverse is responsible for this, possibly, or an air or earth sign in reverse. Somebody wasn't taking chances and gambling with something. Okay, someone wasn't a gold digger. They didn't want these kind of challenges. They didn't want to move or move in with someone because they were cautious about it. They were worried about something. This person could not manifest anything and they were getting too close to them. They were using them spiritually. They weren't committing to this person. They're a liar. Maybe they have a big nose. The love spell didn't work. A mall could be significant. Hall of Fame could be significant. Slammed head. Left head at a mall. And laughed. We have Taurus in reverse. Fades. Jasmine, jazzy, lad, male, female, heads, Shella, Shelly, Sheldon, selfish, delusional, fast. Someone could have a fetish. World card in reverse here. Spiritual whoring, fighting. Spiritual whores are fighting here. Okay, because the truth is coming out. And they're bothering people who are healed and minding their damn business. Yeah. Someone's walking away. Somebody who has money and justice. They give and receive. Okay? They're walking away from a lot of maybe sex here. Somebody, 8 of Cups might have been too much for somebody. It was full of illusions. And they're going to a celebration. Something good is going to happen here. Maybe a party or an event. Okay. Mel is here. Mel. Sassy could be significant. Somebody could have fell. Taurus, Aquarius, Fire, Scorpio, Pisces, and Earth. Cancer, Pisces, and Taurus. Someone needs, with the Moon card in reverse and the 7 of Swords in reverse, this person cannot hide this anymore. They're fighting to hide it. And they're using these spiritual whores to try to hide something here. They don't want to work. They're lazy, greedy, has no motivation, just lies and deceives. And they keep trying to bind to this healed person, okay, that knows what they're doing. And once the back is turned to the nonsense, whoever, you don't want anything to do with them. Okay? Somebody is fortunate and chose to leave or escape a situation and be happy. Maybe have new friends. Ashamed. Somebody feels ashamed. Jealous. It's not spelt right, but give me more on this left head at mall. Shaw could be significant. Someone's judgment is in reverse because a couple is having a new beginning and they're stalking this person. We have Taurus, Aries in reverse, and we have this one jumping on the floor. This person doesn't want to be seen in reverse. They keep showing up in the upright, and when it came out in reverse, it jumped on the floor. So this person, this Virgo, Libra in reverse, and this Taurus, Aries in reverse, and this air sign, this air fire sign, don't want to be seen in reverse. They don't want anybody to know what they did. Okay, and then we have Gemini, air fire, recovering financially from something and walking into their new beginning. And this energy is stalking with the Page of Swords in reverse. They're very evil and manipulative and being very mean because they're guilty. They're guilty of doing something with heels could be significant. Head over heels could also be significant. Jesus could be significant. Help or hell, hella, L. Somebody's judgment was in reverse. And something could be in a box or something, or inside of a container. Somebody's worshiping fallen angels. Either of these signs could be involved with some sort of head. Head just fell. Heels just fell. Headquarters. Just laugh. Looks like there seems like got like something round in his hand. Somebody could have given somebody something. Give me more on this. What is being given to someone here? Something is being investigated. Something happened to this Temperance energy. Maybe somebody with Sagittarius placements. Somebody's looking into this. Or someone could be soul searching as well. Or going within about a certain topic. Or maybe themselves. Someone wants to reconcile. But their judgment is in reverse and they're resentful. They just want what's coming for this energy. Maybe a child as well. Something is being investigated. Yeah, some kind of loss. The cops are on it. The authorities are on it. Because someone is not communicating Okay, they need to go to court. Someone needs their gift. Somebody stole someone's Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. Maybe an Aquarius or somebody with Aquarius placements, Virgo. Anybody can be Aquarius, Virgo, Earth, Libra, Cancer, Gemini, Taurus, Aries, Virgo, Libra. Anybody could be these signs. This person's losing their home, jumping on the floor again. Leo struggling here. Aquarius keeps coming back to harass this person for what they have, and they may not have much. This Pisces, Aries looking upright isn't. They keep bothering this energy. They want to sacrifice them and make them a puppet because of what they have coming for them. This person can heal. They don't have any swords in their heart, and they have ancestors that will get in reverse for them. And that's what these people want. They just want our life. Sheesh is here. Someone fell. Dale. Or a name that starts with D could be significant. Left. Headquarters. She fell. He fell. He just fell. She just fell. Yeah, but this person's not here anymore. Full head. For fame. For fame. Wow. I don't even know how. This person in the public eye is stalking and plotting and stuck and dealing with the authorities because of a loss here. Something could have happened by the water. We have images by the water here. Someone didn't see something and couldn't make a decision about something. Somebody's saying she just fell. He just fell. Give me more on she just fell. He just fell. They're lying. They don't want to go under oath. They're overcommitted to the devil. Something happened out of control so that they could stay free from jail. They don't want to go under oath. They made an oath. Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, Virgo, and Gemini. Fire, Earth, all did this here. And somebody is being arrested or put to rest. Somebody was put to rest and they're going to be arrested for it. Something is put to rest. I'm sorry for anybody's loss. This is a group that did this. I feel like this is the person that fell. You're going to jail, bitch. All these things do is hope that something different will come out after more manipulation and sacrifices. Nothing else is going to come out. Go away. Go away. That's what they need to do. Yes, the divine is here. The divine is going to put this to rest. That's what I see. Okay, so that someone can have their plans and go forward with their future and travel. That's what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen. And these people are going to be left behind in the dust because they committed something very bad to someone. And that's right. They don't have any way out. No ancestors to help them. We're going to be happy here, enjoying our fruits of labor while they plot and scheme and have loss, greedy. And they're sending all all this spell work, this fake spell work to my body as if it means anything. We're comfortable and we're chilling. These things, what they try to do is threaten me while I'm reading, manipulate my body while I'm reading, curse my microphone and camera. You can even hear it. This is what I'm saying. Like, that's why I don't care. That's why all these cards about caring about them comes out, because they're just mean and they're bullies. And they think that they could force me to read something. They're just going to sit here and do this until they're locked up. God is using the collective to distract them, keep them dumb, keep them blind, keep them chasing, keep them evil, just so that they can have their wrath from God. They're being set up at this point. At this point, are doing so much bad and wicked that we're just being used to just, like, it's like almost like we're here to make them look worse than what they are, because they're picking on us, they're being mean, they're stalking us, they're trying to sacrifice us, they're trying to do all this horrible stuff, and they just look really bad, and we look like what we are, good. We look like good, decent, wholesome people. We're not, nobody's perfect, but we damn sure ain't out here doing this craziness. God is here. And that's it. They can stalk all they want. They're still stuck. And the authorities are helping Empress energy, male or female. There's help. Taurus, Cancer, Gemini, Pisces. Every sign is pretty much here. Okay? These things want to continue to do this. And they think that by doing witchcraft on somebody, it's going to change. There's something really wrong with them. There's something very wrong with these things. It's like they can't understand basic speech. It's like you talk, they don't understand it. It's not making sense to them or something. Something is really wrong with these things. And they're trying to force people to help them with sex. And dream nonsense and dream manipulation, and they want you to allow them to come into your dreams, and they don't want you to pray and all this stupid. They want you to sacrifice yourself for them. Jelly could be significant, or gel. Someone had a fade. Maybe their haircut. But the head was different or something. This is weird. But that's what I see. Again, I'm sorry for anybody's loss. I can't explain the insanity and the acts the collective deserves and is having justice now. It's enough. This is getting so bad. Couple more cards here. Yeah, the group. Okay. The unorthodox group here. The Robatas, stalking, magician energy. With the wand. Or sex. That's all it is really here. Making oaths on the collective. They want to. Because they have nothing coming for them. They're greedy. Okay, and we're free. We're avoiding the conflict. We always avoid conflict because we're not doing the things that they're doing. They want to bother this Emperor energy that's not suffering or healing from some sort of suffering. Okay, but ancestors are here to protect all of this energy. We're not going anywhere. We're very excited and we're not stuck. We want to give somebody something as well. Some people, you could be traveling. Our wheel of fortune is going in our way. Something is destined here in fate. It's not going to be interfered with these psychopathic stalkers and the spiritual whoring. Okay, and we're healing. Star card in the upright. Our star is rising. They can't stop stalking tarot. They can't stop pulling cards on our future. They're suffering. They keep saying, how come our future doesn't look like that? Because you're out here unaliving people. That's why, stupid. These things are crazy. Look at this. I can't even talk about this because I'm telling you, I'm not going to talk about this on YouTube. Small head or something. Let me see. Shell. Flesh. Lashes fell off the head. Desmond left. Delaware could be significant. Lazy, Del, Slow is here. Jada, Dad, Daphne or Daffy, Leslie, Smashburger could be significant. Somebody made something and it smells. Please only take what resonates, collective. I'm going to look at the book here. The letter L could be significant, 62 or 63. When I opened the book, it was in reverse. I've never opened this book upside down before. So L could be in reverse, somebody's first, middle, or last name. 62 or 63. Leo, Virgo could be significant, doesn't have to be. Somebody could be a graduate or a lawyer. Something about the law, liquor, something being just and legal. A blender or to liquefy something is significant. Leading or a leader, leadership, a league, a ligament, a lightweight. A superficial person could be significant. Sandpaper or sand. Lilac, which is a color or a flower, maybe like a purple, could be significant. A file, a nail file. The nail salon card did come out. So something could have been on the nail file or someone's personal nail file. I'm telling you, you have to, like I was, this is another experience I had in the nail salon. Like Yeah, and they're sticking me in my stomach. So this is confirmation. I'm going to say it. F you. Now, they still sticking me in my stomach. 1 second, please. I went to the nail salon and I noticed that, remember I told you I was going somewhere and the lady, it was pretty cool. She was doing my nails and was working out. And then all of a sudden, she started making my nails really thick. And you could even see it on my videos. Like, they were just really thick and chunky. And somebody said to me, it's like she did it on purpose. So that I would come home and I would fix it. And I would need a nail file. I will file it and shape it better. So I went to the nail salon, paid money, because like I said, somebody is making somebody do this. That's why I stopped going there. She was purposely making them thicker so I would go home and file them. And some spirit or some stalker spirit meat suit that wants to sacrifice someone is behind this. So when I came home, I let the nails stay like that for a while. And then I said, okay, I'm going to file them down and fix this because I don't like them anymore. It's just something is going on. And I just couldn't quite put my finger on it. When I was filing my nails, the dust that was coming up from the nail started to make me cough. Now, I pray before I do everything. So this did not have some sort of terminal effect on me. But for someone who is not thinking, there's someone trying to harm me from this nail dust or something. And they're sticking me in my stomach again. Do you think that sticking me in my stomach is going to do something? The more you stick me, the more is going to come out. There's something that these things don't understand about energy, and they're so scared and pitiful. They're literally sitting there listening and poking me in my stomach with something, and they think I'm just going to stop talking. This is how stupid they are. That's why all these jail cards came out. Whoever these things are in our life, they're going to serve justice. I've never seen so many prison cards come out like that. Maybe like one time, couple of times. And I do a lot of readings because this is up for this no more time. This person is so bad, whatever they're doing. But anyway, I'm filing my nails and I noticed that the dust is making me feel weird. I'm praying and I'm keeping it away from my face. So I moisten the nail file because the dryness from the nail file is bringing the dust up. So I moisten it and it's a little bit better and it's keeping the dust. It's almost like this spirit, because I'm telling you, I believe that there's spirits jumping in the woman that's doing my nails. I'm like 99.9% sure that is exactly what is happening. And the way the person is like, I even told her, I said, it's too thick. And she fixed it, but it was still, you know, if you had a bad experience in the nail salon, you understand, you just leave. You're just like, you know what, okay, just, all right. It's not that bad. I'll talk, you know, we've all had those kind of experiences. And when I came home and after a while, I decided to file it and change the color. That dust and me seeing nail file here and a nail salon card, I'm thinking that somebody knew or said, I'm gonna do witchcraft on her so she fixes her nails. Or it's like they stalk me so much, they know how I like my nails or whatever. And my hands are on camera. So but your hands don't have to be on camera for somebody to be doing this to you. Like, people could be just doing stuff at the nail salon because they know it's a place where it's like, it's just a place. And the last time I went to the nail salon, I went to a different one and the dust was very strong and it was making me cough. And it's like something could be going on with this. So I feel very strongly something is going on with this. There's some sort of limit some sort of limitation that's supposed to be happening and is not happening, or something at the border or something of somewhere. Lemon or lemonade could be significant. Alms. I don't know what, or beggar. Alms could be another word for beggar. I've never heard of the word alms before. This is a new word for me. Boot black. Windshield wiper. Clean wipe away. So I've been wiping my windows with rubbing alcohol to help with the spiritual spying and stalking in the car. So that might help. You may notice, because like I said, bleach and alcohol on surfaces, because that's what they're doing. They're sitting on surfaces. Whatever these things are, these spirits or whatever, they're sitting on surfaces and they're communicating. So for example, if you are in your home and you notice spiritual communication, it's something, it could be something right in front of you. It could be somewhere in your house that you always go to, or that you're always next to it. And that's why you need to plead the blood of Jesus. But I'm not saying the blood of Jesus doesn't work, but one thing I would like the collective to understand is that these things use multiple ways. They use multiple ways to do this to us. So we have to use multiple ways. I can plead the blood of Jesus until I'm purple, but there's some witch that's working around the clock trying to reverse something. So now we have to clean the surfaces. It's like you have to keep, now you have to spray and pray. You can't just use the bathroom normally. It's like they just keep. That's why the jail is here. That's why jail is here too. And somebody should be ashamed, because what they're doing is, honestly, this has affected my daily life. I don't even feel like my life is somewhat normal, because the things that I have to do to not be spiritually attacked or raped or sodomized or spiritually robbed is crazy. What I have to do every day. It's terrible. They're doing so much. They're hexing the doorways, like the windows. They don't know. They won't stop. So these things are having endings. There's nothing anybody could do for them. There's nothing anybody could do for these things. They're already, God, I with all the prayer, God is more than willing to end this. With the Hierophant coming out over the 4 swords, that's confirmation for me. I don't need to see anything else. I already know. Cleanliness is important when it comes to these things, because they sit on dust. Like if you don't dust something or wipe things down, they're going to keep contacting from that, because they know you're not going to come wipe it off, whatever they're putting on there. And you must clean out webs in your home and outside your window too, because now I saw in one of my polls, they're attaching the spirit to the brick on the building. Are you listening to me? The brick that's outside the window on the building. That's what they're doing. They're going that far. I mean, collective. It's psychotic obsession. Psychotic obsession. And they're threatening and bullying. So people, you cannot bully me. So these things are wasting their time. God's wrath is upon this community. And nobody can run from God. God is all seeing, all knowing, all everything. And God's time is now and perfect. A lantern or a flashlight could be significant. Linguistics. Somebody could be watching somebody's figure. Pretty or lovely is significant. Liquidate or pay off debt. Somebody could be watching someone's figure because they need to pay off some sort of debt. A clearance sale could be significant. Lyric or lyrical or poetry could be significant. Iris could be significant. Smooth, flat, plain, straight hair could be significant. Stripe is out again. List. Clever, smart, and ready. A bunk bed. Yes, a bunk bed. Literal, it says. That's where they're headed. Monkey wrench is here. Somebody threw a monkey wrench in their plans. And they're crying and weeping, it says. Plane. Call up, phone, knock, ring. Flame. Or a llama. The animal could be significant. Somebody wants, or somebody's going to be arriving somewhere or reaching somewhere. And it's going to be enough. You're going to have a fill up. Maybe somebody's driving. Take, carry something, lead something, take away something. Somebody's crying and weeping. Somebody could be leaving or going somewhere and somebody's sad. Rain could be significant. Drizzle. Could be raining. Wolf could be significant. Lobe, earlobe. Something is happening local on a premises. Lotion could be significant. Something is crazy, insane. A crazy person could be local to you. A crazy, insane person could be local to you. They want to express something. And then we have vandalize your car. Let me just pull a couple of cards out of here. And then somebody could be a stay-at-home mom. And then I see prescription meds. So that came out. Okay, some kind of stolen inheritance. Somebody's not keeping something on the low about that. Somebody has a daughter. Okay, this is possible. Please reach out to me in reverse. Somebody did not ask someone to reach out to them. They could have just showed up. Mesh could be significant. Llama is here as well as in the book. A new apartment. Somebody has bad intentions. Karmic projecting their fear onto you. So somebody could want you to believe you could be going into a new place in your life. And the karmic could want you to believe that something is bad because they're projecting their fear onto you. There's no anniversary with this person. Like you don't care about this person. They could be stalking you. Someone can't make their payments, possibly on their rent, and they're trying to sacrifice somebody's new place. That part wasn't meant to come out. Unhappy with their tarot readings in reverse. This person could be in reverse. Or somebody's not unhappy about their tarot readings. And someone could be jealous. Karmic stealing energy from divine masculine, divine feminine. Because they're crazy. Someone could be 7 months pregnant. Somebody could have been doing this or is doing it. L could be significant. Somebody's stalking a doctor. They feel like something is their business and it's probably not. Need to tell you what they did to you or someone else. Again, they're lying. They came out in the upright already. Okay, this person has, see, that kept coming out in reverse. So, someone struggles with telling the truth here. Somebody could be Pisces, anybody. Somebody's insecure and unhappy. Babysitter is in reverse. And maybe somebody's not telling the truth about it. A psychiatrist could be significant. A female celebrity could be significant. The letter Y could be significant. Something is a perfect size, an earth witch. Somebody wants to be so effing rich, so they're trusting in demons. The letter D could be significant. LA could be significant. False lashes, a blonde wig, a jinn demon, the letter D, and one more card. Somebody is reversing the sexual harassment. Somebody who wears hats, maybe. Could be significant. Somebody's reversing the sexual harassment. They could be using your birth certificate or social security number to impersonate you here. Location history. Somebody could be stalking this. Okay, they won't stop calling somebody. Queen of Pentacles in reverse could be doing this. Earth fire. In the Holy Ghost fire here. Somebody's going down to the pit. A draconic witch. Somebody is not miserable, so this is a problem for them. They're not 3 months pregnant. Somebody could want you to have a baby and have some sort of procedure. They're lacking common sense. I'm very serious. Okay, birthday in reverse, right? They don't, somebody could be trying to make somebody do this. Collective. Okay, somebody can't wait for something any longer. They could be trying to make you feel like this. Listen, having a baby impulsively is not a good idea because there could be a witch in the background, okay, or a close loved one in the background trying to make you do this. And, okay, they're making plans to come towards someone. Down south could be significant. Now, somebody could be behind this, manipulating the scene and watching you the entire time and making sure that you go and have this procedure. And all the while you think it's you, but it's somebody else. And you could, like a thief in the night, they're gone. You wouldn't even know this person was in or out of your life because they're doing it spiritually. So don't be naive and understand that these people do this. And something's going on at the mall. Maybe something for heads at the mall, or head at the mall, or something like that. Left head at the... A con artist is in reverse. Brother on the run. Criminal record with the lights on. Somebody who doesn't have a criminal record was maybe having some sort of intercourse with the lights on with somebody. They could have sacrificed this person who doesn't have a criminal record. Somebody's brother could do this. They want to make you sick. They want to make somebody sick. They don't respect somebody. Wish you were here in reverse. You don't wish this person was here, or somebody doesn't wish they were. Making plans to come towards you in reverse. They can't. Okay? Karmic still stalking the energy. Somebody made a wrong turn or going to. People keep betraying someone. Fearing change in reverse. Never doubt us. Somebody's not fearing this change and they don't have any doubts. This was somebody who was pretty independent. Somebody couldn't overcome some sort of struggle. W. Someone's not in bed all day. They have old money. Financially stable. An air sign. Karmic trying to be your friend in reverse. So someone doesn't want to be somebody's friend. And they're financially stable. They're well off. W could be anybody's first, middle, or last name. Or M. This is W or an M. This is an M. W in reverse. Okay, no, M in reverse. M in reverse. And someone was trying to get close to someone's kids because they couldn't overcome some sort of struggle. Someone was doubting someone. They couldn't take you out. 49 or 94. Some sort of stabbing could be significant. And West Virginia could be significant. Something was the perfect size. That was a lot. This reading is a little overwhelming. Somebody could have been doing this. Okay, so they don't have a spirit team to help them. Okay, someone was in the mood for something. This I'm saying, these people can sacrifice you doing stuff like this, so I don't recommend it. Okay, someone didn't want to do this, spread demons with sex. This is what eventually they expect you to be and do. Okay, but somebody didn't want to lose their home or get an eviction notice, so they didn't do that, which was the smart thing to do. Braids in reverse. Okay, lying about money. They can't Netflix and chill. Something about your name. 14 or 41. Washington in reverse. Somebody wants this, but they don't want to go to the Holy Ghost fire. They don't want to lose their spirit team. Okay? Somebody keeps trying to make someone in the mood for some kind of spiritual relationship. But someone is smarter than that. Someone is smarter than that. Lose control. Somebody wants someone to do that. Okay? Because they can't get their location history. Jewish could be significant. Jewish fetish. Walsh. Dishes. Delicious. It's spelled wrong, but it's here. False. Something is false. Found you on IG, Facebook, or TikTok, somebody, and they got in the mood. So there's people stalking online, and that reading was a little overwhelming. But Sheila could be significant, or Shayla. There's a lot of witchcraft going on. There's a lot of spiritual attacks going on. And you just have to keep until it's coming. They're done for. This won't go on. Leah could be significant. Seth, Seal. Madam. EJ. Somebody sells something here. Selah. Fellas. Feds. And I'm getting mail, but like post office mail. One more word. Goodness. I think I've said all the words. I said Dale already. I don't have another word. Maybe you see a word I didn't see. Somebody feels small. Somebody could feel small. Could be significant. I'm going to close the reading here. This is a strange reading, collective. I hope you resonated and it helped you. And it was good. Okay. I'll see you on the next reading.